Lovely to have you, Michael. Easter Festival of Plays, I can imagine from your point of view, you might have caught up on a little sleep now. It definitely is, it's an intense week, isn't it?
It reaches that stage, it does really. And I have to say, the last night party, because of the team that won, and I'll tell you about that in a minute, we were up till 4 o'clock.
Well, go on then. Tell me let's look at the winning performance, the team that won. Were you pleased yourself?
Very pleased, very pleased. It was as I said to the adjudicator, glad you chose my winner.
I bet the adjudicator was glad you agreed.
Yes, and the winner was the team from Ireland, Martello, and they did a lovely, lovely play called Portia Coughlin and by Marina Carr. Now, that probably doesn't mean very much to your listeners, but Marina Carr is a very well-known Irish playwright and has won many awards. She has had productions in the West End of London, of England, but this play is a beautiful, beautiful Irish play, beautifully written. And if I just say to you, Alex, that the set when the curtain went up was just absolutely fantastic. At the back, they had a real waterfall effect, and through the centre, they had a river.
In the Gaiety Theatre?
Yes.
I can imagine the staff would have been doing their raving on. Keep hold of the water in the right place. Keep away from the electrics.
It was just beautifully done. There was drama in it. There was comedy. There was quite a lot of psychological drama. Because if I just tell you a little bit about the story, it was about twins, a boy and a girl, and when the boy reached 15, so she did as well, they made a pact that they would walk into the river and be seen no more. But unfortunately, the girl decided halfway through, no, I'm not going to do this. The boy carried on, he drowned, and she had to live with that. And she was then in the play about 30, I suppose. And so she'd had that torment for 15 years of her, and being an identical twin, you know, it was really psychological. She couldn't form any more relationships, although she married a wealthy man. It meant nothing. She couldn't do anything. And of course, the end of the play, she walked into the river as well.
My word, so quite a roller coaster of a ride.
Yeah.
For the
And
audience.
in amongst it all, of course, because it was the Irish team, there was loads of real character playing, lots of comedy, really good, very, very good play.
And as you mentioned, it's an Irish group, so I can imagine, the after show party would have been fantastic.
Nobody does a party like the Irish.
No, that's true. And so, from an audience point of view, looking across the whole festival, how do you think it went for the audience this time? Because that one sounds like a real roller coaster. Did the audience really come on board with all the different plays?
Well, what I was really pleased about is that during the week, the audience get the chance to vote at the end of the week on the play that they liked the best. Now, that isn't necessarily the winner. It isn't the one the adjudicator might say this was a fantastic show. It's simply the play that they enjoyed the best. And I was delighted when it was announced that the audience award had gone to the Irish play as well.
Oh, excellent.
So that's really good.
No, well, this also shows that the adjudicator that you had then, we'll get onto her now, that from her perspective, she was obviously very much in touch with the same sensibilities that the audience had.
Absolutely. And it also means, doing it the other way around, that the audience really know what they like. And not only do they choose a play that they like, but they choose a play because it was well done. And that's good.
The adjudicator, it was her first time here on the island. What was your feedback from her?
I thought she was very good, very good. Her name was Jill Colby. It was the first time she was been here, but she was very experienced adjudicator. And one of the interesting things, we had a lunch on the Easter Monday, and she was the speaker, and she was saying that her background was that she was an actress. She trained as an actress. She had hurt her back after about 3 or 4 years and found that she in fact, she didn't work for a couple of years because she couldn't. And then when she went back to it, she decided to take up training of new professional actors. And I said to her at one point, and so have any actors gone on to be real? And she reeled off, half a dozen names of really well-known actors that have come through her training.
Oh, fascinating. So, do you think she's going to return in future years?
I would hope so, because she was very popular with the teams. The teams all liked her. And what I said to her during the week, I said, what I like about you is that you're honest. Sometimes an adjudicator, you can tell they're a bit hesitant about saying, no, this didn't really work, and this team really need to put a bit more effort into this. And they hang back. And the audience know, because they're an audience that have been, coming to the theatre a lot, they know when a team isn't quite sparking as it should. And she wasn't afraid to tell them in the very best of way.
I have to say, listening to all this, it's fantastic that there's been such a vibrant week of drama at the Gaiety, because we do get used to the big name and musicals, which are also, fantastic. I'm not taking anything away from them, but the fact that it's been a vibrant week of drama, which, is pushing the envelope a bit, as you said there. That's quite a psychological drama that won. How's the planning going for next year?
Well, we start right away, of course. I mean, during the week, people are coming up to you and saying, now for next year, you want to do this or you want to do that. So, yeah, we have started already. And, of course, next year is going to be very special because, of course, it's our 70th Easter Festival. So that's going to be really special. But added on to that, we are also hosting the British All Winners, which is something that's now... It is the 4th time it will have been in the Isle of Man in its history, and that is about winners from all over Britain. Teams that have won in different festivals then come together to compete against each other for the best of the best.
Something definitely to look forward to. And Michael, you don't look, old enough to.
I know.
Do it for 70 years. I presume, obviously, you'd like to say some thank yous to people who've been involved in this year.
Well, I have to say, I'm delighted to say thank you to the Arts Council because, we give these teams as much as we can afford to give them to help with the travelling. And without the Arts Council, we just wouldn't exist. We couldn't do this festival. And, of course, Manx Radio, who give us as much publicity as we can get, and it's really great. So, lots of people help us, lots of advertisers and sponsors. Without it, we couldn't do it. So, very much helps. And, of course, thank you to the audience for sticking with it, because sometimes, particularly in a week of plays, there might be the odd play you think, I'm not sure about that. But, of course, if you're committed to the week, then you will come no matter what. And it's usually the one you think, I'm not sure about this. That's usually the one that does very well.
I'm almost excited listening to you for next year now. Michael, I hope you enjoy a little bit of rest between now and next year, and I can't wait to hear about next year's programme as soon as you have it all finalised.
Thank you very much, Alex.